Hello all. This is my first time vlogging, so forgive me if I'm like not getting this thing right. It took me like 2 tries to kind of get the camera right because I'm not used to even using it for this. But I wanted to vlog some of the things that I've been doing in preparation for my daughter's Sweet 16. Because I was noticing with all the running around that I've been doing, like, wow, this is a bit much. Never planned a Sweet 16 before for my other daughter, so my first experience doing it, and I just said, wow, I didn't know it entailed all these things. So let me get some of this stuff on camera for myself, um, you know, for just future references. So today, what I'm going to show you guys is a few of the decorations that I'll be doing for her dessert buffet, candy buffet, whatever. But I'm making a few things for her dessert buffet table. And one of the things that I wanted to make was a cupcake stand and a candy stand and a couple of vases. And I have seen cupcake stands and vases and things like that done on YouTube by people who do DIY projects using Dollar Tree or dollar store items. So in the spirit of that, everything that you see here is that I'll be using, or that I have used actually. I'm not doing anything on camera as far as putting anything together. I already have. A lot of this stuff came from Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Walmart, and Home Depot. Okay, so I'll start with explaining the cupcake stand. This is the cupcake stand that I decided to make using 3 Dollar Tree items, one of which from the top is a stove burner cover. I don't know if you guys use those, but these are the stove burner covers. You kind of put them over your stove pallets when you're hot or whatever. So they sell these at Dollar Tree, 2 to a pack. This is the large one. This is the smaller one. They're 2 to a pack. And what I decided to do was make this, the top of my cupcake stand where my cupcakes, or maybe pedophores. I think I'm going to do pedophores, where my pedophores will rest for the table. And also, let me try to get under here better. I have used a Dollar Tree candlestick. Let me show you the candles. This is a Dollar Tree candlestick that I haven't used yet. Of course, has the hole where the candle goes, and base. So this is a Dollar Tree candlestick, and this is a dollar candy dish. This candy dish happened to have a lid, and what I did was I used the lid to this candy dish to add to the base, because I was going to leave it behind, but I was like, I hate the idea of wasting it, because I was like, I could have done it either or. I could have just put this burner, glued the burner straight onto the rim of the candlestick and left the base, let this lid out. But I just hated the idea of it just like not being used for anything. So what I decided to do was I took some E6000, which I think I showed this already. This is crafting glue. You can get this from like Walmart, AC Moore, Michael's. They may even have it at Home Depot. Anywhere where there's a crafting aisle. I took some E6000 and I glued the candy dish lid to the burner. And then I took, I kind of tried my best to center it, eyeballed it as best I could. And then I took the candy dish, turned the candy dish upside down, and I glued the bottom of the candlestick to the bottom of the candle dish. Centered it as best I could, and kind of let both pieces rest. So, and once they rested well enough, I probably should have left them rest longer, but I didn't. Once I did that, I took the top part, this part here, and the candy dish lid has a little handle. So I just laid the handle, thank goodness it fit pretty well into the candlestick's hole. And I just put the candy dish's lid, the handle, into the candlestick's hole, and put some E6000 in the hole, include that. And that's the base for my cupcake stand. And pretty much did the same thing with this smaller version. The only difference is this burner is the smaller of the two burners, and it just has a candlestick under it. I didn't go full throttle with, jacking it up with a whole candy dish with it, because this, it doesn't have to be big. I don't want them to be the same size anyway. So, yeah, that's kind of self-explanatory with that. And then what I did was I did kind of the same thing with these Dollar Tree vases. Again, Dollar Tree candlesticks, Dollar Tree vases. Took E6000, put some E6000 on the rim of the candlestick, gently place the base on top. Let me see if I can get it. And kind of just letting them hang back and dry. I did this, for two, to make two vases. I'm kind of just letting them hang back and dry. And at this point, once they've completely dried, they could be used just like this. Clear, they look fine. They actually look like they belong together. They can be used just like this. It kind of reminds me of an oil lamp almost, some kind of way. I guess the body of this vase and how thin the neck is. For some reason, I think the body of it reminds me of an oil lamp. But they can be used just like this, but I don't plan to use it just like this because the theme of the party is red, black, and white. I plan to spray paint these black, as well as the cupcake stand and this little candy stand that I think I may put some cherry slices or something on. I'm not sure exactly which candy will fit nicely on this once it's completed, but yeah, let me go back this way. What I plan to do is I purchased some spray paint. This is called Rust-Oleum. It's a glitter spray paint, but it's black, and of course, as you know how spray paints go, the top is supposed to indicate what color the actual spray is when you use it. So it's supposed to look like this once I actually spray paint it. This is black glitter. It's a black glitter spray paint. I don't know if you can see the little specks of glitter in the top that's supposed to represent, the color. So I'm going to spray paint both vases. Why am I doing that? I don't need to do that. You know what's going to happen. I'm going to spray paint both vases, and I'm going to spray paint both stands, the cupcake stand and the candy stand, all black with this glitter spray paint from Home Depot. I can't remember how much it costs, but it's from Home Depot. And once I've done that, I'll leave them to dry for a day. And then the embellishment will start. So I have all kinds of things that I decided to embellish with. One is a roll of diamond wrap. Yeah. This is a roll of diamond wrap I got from either Dollar Tree or Dollar General. I know it was $1, whatever. And I have pearls, 2 packs of pearls, because I had no intention of using pearls, but I saw them and I was like, ooh, cool, okay, maybe they'll come in handy at some point. So these pearls And these gems I got from Dollar General. You can see I have teardropped gems, square gems, and these came from Dollar General. The roll of diamond wrap, I'm not sure. And then I also, in addition to the roll of diamond wrap, I have sheets of diamond wrap. With the sheets of diamond wrap, it makes everything a little bit, you're a little bit more flexible as to what you can do, as to how thick or how thin you want to make your borders. And what I'm going to do with the diamond wrap most likely is I'm going to put, some diamond wrap around the border of each vase once it's been spray painted with the glitter. And then from there, I'll make a decision about, how to decorate the neck. I'll probably put a couple diamonds on the neck of each vase. And I don't know if you can see in the video, but both vases have like these little teardrops on them. Well, little glass teardrops. I would have preferred to have vases that didn't have this on them, but it wasn't that much of an annoyance for me where I decided, you know what, forget it, I'll keep looking. I had a hard time as it was to finding vases that were clear from Dollar Tree, because although Dollar Tree sells a lot of these vases, for some reason in my area, I was not able to find the clear ones. I kept finding every color under the rainbow. They had teal and lavender and yellow and red. And I could have purchased them and have been done with this, but I just didn't want to take the chance of buying lavender or red or yellow vases and spray painting them. And somehow, some kind of way, the original color of the vases coming through some kind of way. I know spray paint is supposed to be absolute when you use it. I just didn't want to take the chance, and I definitely want it clear. So these were the best that I were going to get as far as clear vases go. This wasn't that much of an annoyance for me to walk away and keep looking. So I decided what I do is, maybe I can incorporate these by maybe putting diamonds on them. I don't know. Once it's spray painted. So that is, what I plan to do with these vases once I'm comfortable enough with the fact that they're, completely dry and everything like that. And once they've been embellished with nice diamond wrap borders and diamond, the necks have been decorated and everything like that. I don't know if I'm going to do anything about the feet of them, whether I'm going to put anything extra there, not sure. But once they've been decorated to my satisfaction, they are going to hold roses. Just simple Dollar Tree roses. These roses come from Dollar Tree, and you can get bunches of them. And I think they come like, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 or 6 to a bunch. These little fake roses. Once it's been, spray painted black, I'm going to put the roses in there. Of course, I'm going to cut these stems down because the stems have no use, for me. The stems are actually making it difficult for me to put them in there. So I'm going to trim all the stems of these things because I really just want the tops to flourish really good. Now, this is not the final product. I'm going to add more because I want to flesh this out. I want this to be really big. And I have no use for these like really long stems going into here. I'm going to flesh these out really big, tie them up with a rubber band, and make them look like bouquet-like inside of the vases. So, and I'm going to do that twice. So, for both vases. And once I have these spray painted and embellished, then I will come back and just show you the end result of the decorated vases, whatever, and the decorated cupcake stand and candy stand, which I still haven't decided whether or not, once I have this spray painted, whether or not I'm going to embellish the borders of the cupcake stand or the candy stand, this little smaller one here. I'm still like on the fence about, whether or not I'm going to be doing too much or putting too much on if I were to embellish them too. I may just leave these alone once they're spray painted, but once I have a look at them spray painted with the glitter and all that stuff on them, I'll make a decision as to whether or not they need anything extra. So in the meantime, again, just focusing on these vases. These vases are definitely going to be embellished, or and decorated. Oh, and yeah, and I forgot I got these from Walmart. I don't know how many jewels in here. It's a lot. I can't even see what that says. How many are in here? Is that 120? I'm not sure. Whatever. It's a lot. And I may use these to embellish the vases with once I have them spray painted to my satisfaction. So once I have everything spray painted, done, embellished, I'll come back and show the finished result. And that's it for vlog 1.